Alright, so this week's topic is going to be movies that ruined the franchise. Franchise killers. I'm going to start it off with a great... And, like, first off, I want to say, what was that movie brought up where it didn't count? I told you it didn't count. Like, it can't be something where it was a terrible movie, they made a terrible sequel.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I don't remember.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Like, it can't be a crappy movie and then a crappier sequel.
Resident Evil, that one doesn't count. Those movies are all garbage. Although I like 1 and 2, I'm not ashamed to say those are garbage movies.
Yeah.
Alright?
Agreed.
So, my first movie is going to be Taken. I love Taken 1. That's to me one of the best action movies in the last decade. And Taken 2, Taken 3, and the Taken TV show.
It's a TV show?
Exactly. It's all garbage.
Is it Liam Neeson in it?
There's a TV show?
No,
I didn't know
Liam
that either.
Neeson. Yes, there's a TV show. It's not Liam Neeson.
What? Then how is it taken? Does his daughter get taken every episode? What is this?
No, someone gets taken and he has to find them and save them.
Then it's
Something
just...
like
Then that's just
Savior.
Yeah.
Don't. Why are you guys questioning me? I didn't make this show. You guys are asking me these questions.
Coincidentally, he knew the answers to the questions we were asking.
My mom watches this show.
Okay.
And she likes it. But anyway.
Is it on Lifetime?
No, it's on like...
Sounds like a Lifetime.
It's on like Channel 13, which is like
Lifetime.
CBS.
Oh my god. That's for like...
My
like
favorite
single
moms?
Lifetime, no, my favorite
single
Lifetime
moms
joke is
eating ice cream.
Family Guy, where they go Lifetime
I'm thinking the
television. Family Guy goes Lifetime television for idiots.
I don't know. I just feel like... Because usually the only people I ever see watching that's old people.
Lifetime?
Older
Yeah.
people.
My mom.
My mom, too.
My grandma loves
but-
Lifetime.
All right.
And Hallmark.
So, like, alright, so
Elements.
on a serious note, like I said, Taken 1 well reviewed. You know, it made decent money for being like a throwaway film. They released in like March or like February or something like that, which are like the worst months to release. And then it made good money. I think it made more money in like the DVD release. Like people rented it and they're like, "Oh my god, this movie's great!"
Yeah.
And so it made a big enough buzz where it warranted a second and even third film, I guess. And they were just not as good as the first one. They were mediocre at best.
No.
So that's gonna be the example we lead off, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So Abraham.
Well, one of the movies that I'm going to mention, that I'm going to talk about, when the first movie came out, it was good. But then the sequel came out, and then it went off the grid. That's Triple X2, State of the Union.
Ruining the Triple X franchise.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Looking back at Triple X1, like now, with Vin Diesel, the
It was
original
okay
one,
for its time.
for its time, it was good.
For its time, it was
Because
good.
extreme sports was the thing.
Yeah, for its time, it was good. It was... Heck, I don't know. I wasn't
I liked
expecting...
it.
It
I
was like
wasn't
a weird
expecting-
James Bond, just
Yeah.
super extreme. Like,
I wasn't
It was extreme
expecting. I
James
wasn't
Bond.
expecting for it to be like the kind of movie it was.
Right.
Exactly, because he goes to like Prague, and like like he said, eloquently put it, he turns into basically the extreme James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty cool. Then
big fur coat.
a big fur coat and like a big old like muscle car, which was pretty cool. But then number 2 came out. It was like the same exact movie
Without Vin Diesel.
Without Vin Diesel. We got Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
And just nothing about it was good.
No.
Nothing about it was good, man. And like, I don't know. So I think that's one that just kind of, it just like totally made like the first movie. I think in my eyes, looking back at the first one now because of the second movie, it's not as enjoyable.
You know, to be honest, I although like you said, it was good for the time, but I don't think they necessarily needed a second movie or a third because
Triple X3 came out when Vin Diesel's back.
But I
that
honestly
movie was
don't.
garbage. Did you guys see that movie?
No, I didn't want to watch
It was
it.
so garbage.
You know, I
watched
so
it for free, so I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
Here's the thing. In number 2, they said the Triple X Xander Cage in the first one, he was murdered. He was killed.
They did.
Yeah, remember the island blew up? Like, he
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
really die, but everyone...
Assumed
He was dead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
so now he's back in the third one. Which
But
Although supposedly they knew all along he wasn't dead, they just said he was dead, so his identity...
Cover up.
Yeah.
But what was it? it's one of those movies where you're just so damn bored and you're just like, dude,
Yeah, dude, it's just...
I was so bored the other day to the point where I was like, screw it, I will watch the new Resident Evil, and oh my god, yeah, cool, Leon is in there, but I'll...
It's one of those nap movies, yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's mine. Is Triple X2, State of the Union.
All right.
Yours?
Okay, well, this isn't necessarily a sequel, but it's in there. Spider-Man 3.
It's a sequel.
Yeah.
It's a sequel.
I like Tobey Maguire. Okay, out of every Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. Well, obviously, everybody's gonna be like, oh, it's just because he's the first one. Not necessarily. I mean, the story-wise, I did like Amazing Spider-Man because they did it right, except to the point where he was a hipster rather than a nerd. The reason why I liked Tobey Maguire was he was more nerdy, and they were kind of on point with it, except for the fact that the whole thing came out of his wrist, you know, instead of him making it. But you know, besides that, I loved it, and you know, the second movie with Doc Ock, that was cool. You know,
like the best Spider-Man.
I cannot unsee. Like, whenever I see Willem Dafoe, the first thing that comes to mind is the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
He was a perfect Green Goblin.
Yeah.
And, you know...
Back to formula.
And then, you know what, I remember when I was a kid and I, like, see stuff for, Spider-Man 3. I was like, oh, Sandman, and then you got Hobgoblin
Venom.
and Venom. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
And then you watch it and it's just like,
Heck
whoa, no
Heck
way.
Heck no.
It's like,
You know, I will give Spider-Man 3 one thing for credit.
Venom?
No, when he turned into Sandman, that was pretty legit.
Because it was literally,
it was particles, like, that was pretty legit.
And
that's the thing that I think that caused Spider-Man 3 to suck, was there was just too many villains. If they would have just been Sandman, because I think that's what Sam Raimi wanted, just Sandman, and like Sony was like, no, put it in Venom, put it in Hobgoblin.
Throw him in there.
But like, if you look at how they were
so
setting up
much
Sandman,
going on,
it was like legit because he wasn't a bad guy. He just did bad things. You know, he did it for his daughter. Or
He
whatever.
needed money for his daughter.
And you know what I also like is
and that's why he killed Uncle Ben.
Is the fact
Or
that
his partner did.
Is the fact that they stuck with the old school look of Sandman, the green and the green striped shirt.
The green striped shirt.
And he's big, and you know and I really like when he actually turned into sand, like the big sand, because that's exactly what it would look like. So I was like, holy crap, that's cool.
Yeah.
My issue was with,
Topher Grace's Venom. I hated Topher Grace's
because he was
Venom.
I mean, Eddie Brock was kind of a douche, but he was like an annoying douche. Like, dude, shut up.
Yeah,
he
wasn't a bully. He was
what's his name? He was like, what's his name? If they wanted to get a douche, like annoying douche, just get Jesse Eisenberg. But and not to mention, I didn't like his look because looking at the concept,
he was supposed to be bigger. Venom's always been big.
Yeah, because I follow a lot of cosplay stuff.
This guy was a very hipstery
people who make like
guy.
I follow a lot of cosplay stuff.
And this dude who worked on Spider-Man 3, and he has the original like shell of what was supposed to be Venom, and it looks just like what Venom would look like in real life and should look like, rather than them sticking with the because he kind of have to have that big face where it kind of comes out rather than just it being normal and just the teeth, because it was weird. I didn't like it. And then looking at the concept, the pictures of the original designs they were going with, those look cool. And then Hobgoblin, he looked cool, but it would have been cool to see the green. It was cool seeing his the bombs come back, and then you saw his glider, the original glider. Yeah. It would have been cool to see, like, in a sense, like, kind of the suit come back, but except not green. Helmet. Not green, just it. I don't think that would have been a little cheesy, like the orange and yellow.
I think the way they did it was the best way they could do it without, because Hobgoblin is like very comic book villain-esque.
Like the original Daredevil,
purple
with the
and
red
orange.
and yellow.
Yeah, it's purple and orange, or it's like the original Shocker.
See, I'm okay with if they were to make Shocker look like that, I'd be okay with that. I honestly don't. Okay, Electro, maybe not Electro with the giant. That's disgusting. Yeah. And another thing, before I forget, what was it? There was the whole. Oh God, when he got the symbiote, when it touched him and he became that emo with the hair down. It's so
he became
cringy.
DeGeneres with black hair.
It's so cringy, but it's so cringy, but it's cringy to the point where it's funny. Like the whole thing when he's like hitting on the ladies and he's coming
think
out
that
and
was
he's all
the
like
point.
dancing. It's just so bad.
Yeah, it was dumb.
You think they wanted to do that purposely to just be like, oh God, what is going on? Like,
Yeah,
it was
I
just
think
so
they kinda
cringy.
did. Like, there's no way they were watching that and not thinking like this is terrible.
Yeah,
Like, unless it's like, oh, this is awesome.
Tobey Maguire was probably in the theater like, oh, God, I shouldn't have done
Why did I do that? Yeah.
All right, so that's your movie. All right, so we're gonna go another round. And my second movie is a movie where I really liked the first one, and then they made a shit ton more, and it was just like, why did you make all these movies? Which is Saw.
Saw.
I liked the first Saw. It had
The
a
twist,
great
man.
That had one of the best twist endings of all
was like-
time, where he was there the whole
Dude
time.
just stands up. I was like,
He turned off his, he had that, he put that, injected himself so his
So his heart would start
slowed-
beating,
Yeah.
and there was a point where they wanted to kill him, like the guy that was already dead on the floor, which was him, Jigsaw. There was a point where he was gonna shoot the gun, because remember that gun with only one
Mhm.
bullet. He was gonna shoot it at him,
Mhm.
and to get rid of the bullet so they don't kill themselves. And so and he didn't for whatever reason. It's like, wait, we might need that in case someone comes in and it's not who we want it to be.
it's just such a heavy movie, man. Like,
It's heavy because it deals with a lot of life
There's so much
stuff.
stuff going on in it, but in a good way.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I see, I like the whole, you're a terrible person, so you're gonna have to
Play this
yourself
game.
for it, yeah.
Yeah, and see, that's cool, but then they kind of got carried away with the whole, let's make weird contraptions of how people can die,
Yeah, and it just got
it just got over the top with that.
Yeah.
I didn't like number 2. The only sequel of Saw that I actually really liked, or kind of sort of liked, was 3.
I don't remember what 3 was about.
I don't remember anything after Saw 1, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're all blurred. They're all
Because I don't know which one's in which movie. I just remember certain
It's
shots.
like the
and
Fast and the Furious franchise. It's
Yeah.
like, wait,
We always do that.
the
too.
number
It's like,
4,
wait,
was
which
it this one? Is it 5
Which one
or
was
this
the
one?
Brazil
Yeah.
one? Yeah, and it's like,
It's kind of what the Saw franchise.
you know what?
is
Fast and
about.
the Furious can also be thrown into this list.
Yeah.
Should have stopped
Yeah.
after 1.
But anyways, so that was my second pick, the Saw franchise. And aren't they making another one?
Legacy coming out next year
Oh god, I don't know why.
or this
but-
year. I don't know why though either.
Cody. That's what we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it on
Alright,
that.
so Abraham, your second one.
My second movie, first off the original, is a very beloved classic that a lot of people love. Grease.
Oh, all right. They did make a sequel to
Grease 2.
that. God.
If you
damn.
haven't seen it, I mean, you should probably watch it once just to see what I'm talking about. But
Don't watch it once. He's lying to you. Do not see what he's talking
It's
about.
not the same cast.
It's a
It's
trap.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's the same story.
It was basically okay. So a completely different cast, and this time the girls were like the guys from the first
John
movie.
Travolta. Ew.
Yeah.
Well, how does that?
Everybody was different, huh? It wasn't even just like some of them.
Like a completely different cast, and like the girls were like, I forgot the name they had, but the girls were like
Oh, they weren't the
the
completely
Pixie
different
sticks.
the girls were like the greasers.
ones? Were they?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And the guys were what? Like
Like weirdos.
They're like,
you know what? I don't even remember watching this movie. I think I have though. I'm pretty sure I have.
that don't work.
And that
right.
sucks.
You've
Grease
seen
is
it.
such a great musical. Like they did that live action Grease
High School
one.
Musical is a good
Or they
musical.
did
I like
Grease
it.
live on
Yeah.
ABC with Vanessa Hudgens, in it,
Yeah, that was
and it
pretty
was
dope.
good.
Mm-hmm.
She played a good Rizzo.
Yeah.
And I love Grease. You know, I'm not ashamed to say I love Grease. That's a
Yeah,
good movie.
yeah.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
And it's so terrible when they make such a beloved movie like
Into
that.
a
It's a
sequel.
classic.
It's a classic, and you're just gonna.
And like
sequel it
everyone
up
watches
because
Grease at one point in their life too. That's like a movie like everyone's like kind of like.
Got-
It's a
Gotta
movie
watch.
that I'm gonna probably show my kids.
Yeah.
Along with like Wizard of Oz.
It's a movie I probably don't even have to show my kids because they're just gonna stumble across it
Yeah,
at one
one
point
day.
or another.
And I think with a lot of movies like this, they do it way later.
Yeah,
Like, it's
10
not
years
like
later.
Yeah,
it's
it was
like
like
way
I think it was
later.
like a 12-year gap or something like that.
I mean, look at Mean Girls. It got a second sequel. And I don't know what the hell. I don't
I
know.
don't know either, man.
So just because I think it just did such a bad job of like, I mean, I didn't think it wasn't gonna meet the expectations of the first one, obviously, but just of how low it met its expectations, it didn't need to be made, and I think it kind of tarnished the franchise, if you can even call it a franchise, because the first one is just so beloved on its own.
It's a classic.
It's a classic. So.
Well, Steph. All right.
It's the ugly sister, if you will.
The very ugly sister.
Very ugly sister, if you will.
All right, Mister.
Batman and Robin.
Oh,
I was even say Batman Forever.
I'd say majority of them at this point.
Batman movies?
I think
the one with Mr.
no,
Freeze,
no,
right?
no. Okay, the
Well, that
old
Batman,
ones, the old ones.
yeah, that one started with the Michael Keaton Batman in
That's my
1989.
favorite. That's my.
And then they
favorite.
did Batman Returns, which is actually my favorite because I love Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And then they did Batman Forever, and then with Val Kilmer as Batman.
I
Oh,
like
they
the
did
Riddler
What's
joke,
that stand?
Jim Carrey Riddler.
I like Jim Carrey with
Yeah.
that as well. I
So
will say
good,
that.
so
And-
good.
I will always say this, regardless of any Joker that comes, because oh my god, okay, I'm sorry, Jared Leto is honestly, I do not like him as Joker.
Like the gangster Joker,
He's too like
Thug Joker.
like thug gangster.
Because I think Jack
Joker.
Nicholson would have been the gangster.
Oh,
Jack,
yeah.
because Jack Nicholson will always be my favorite Joker, because he was like goofy and like like the whole
cynically goofy.
yeah, and like he when he shot the guy with the hand thing and burned him alive, he's like, oh, he got a little hot under the tie there. Or the little when he was shooting at him, he was,
Yeah, I like Jack
legs,
Nicholson.
yeah.
Jack Nicholson's probably my second favorite Joker.
but
Who's
so
first?
Mark Hamill. Duh.
Mark Hamill.
and what was it? Was it George Clooney Batman when they
Batman and Robin.
with the
The
random
nipple.
freaking silver areas?
And the
Here's
nipples.
my thing with the suit, the nipples, and then the whole scene with the
Yeah,
zoom in on the
shows like
chest,
it's just
and
a
the
butt.
The butt, everything, dude. Yeah.
I will
It
say
did
this about
need that, yeah.
I will say this about Batman and Robin. It is super quotable. At least Arnold Schwarzenegger. says,
Yes, okay.
What killed the
Look-
dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
The
Okay,
Ice
because
Age.
honestly, when is his quotes are always so cheesy
God,
and
that was
always
about to
very like
freeze.
pun,
Yeah.
like there's always puns, and I don't like the movie because it's bad, but I like it because I like Arnold, and he's like he always puns all those ice puns, they're
It's so bad that it's funny because we can make fun.
And
of it.
I just remember the whole scene when they were talking about with Poison Ivy, and then he pulls up, the back card, I never leave without it. It's that
that's
the
freaking
Batman
ATM
card.
Yeah.
It's like a discovery card.
Yeah, it's
Where
like-
did he
like
pull that
American
out from,
Express.
though?
Oh, yeah, it was an
Yeah, he
American
has it in one of
Express.
his little holsters. He's like, oh crap, Robin, we need to stop to get gas. Like, why do you have that?
In case you had to buy something, bro.
Robin, I forgot the pepper spray. We need to go buy some.
That
Robin.
movie,
And then
that movie is hot garbage when I think about it.
Robin, do you want some Fritos?
was
Some
Bane?
onions.
Bane was in.
We can stop at 8
Bane was in
p.m.
Batman Forever.
Get some
Oh,
cookies.
okay.
No, he wasn't Batman and Robin.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was
Poison
Ivy.
I like that Bane though.
Because he bumped, every time he hit the thing, he just got bigger. Nah,
He
that's
was
like,
legit on Venom.
He was like a
which is what Bane
Pokemon.
is.
He was like a Pokemon. He just
that
said
dude
his
was
name.
that dude was like a legit Bane. He was huge.
Yeah. I didn't like Poison Ivy. I did not. Maybe I don't hate Batman and Robin. No, I hate Batman and Robin.
It's just so
Yeah, man,
cheap.
no.
Alicia Silverstone from Clueless as Batgirl too. I was like, that came out of nowhere as well. I was like, wow.
I didn't like what's his name. That guy was so annoying. He's always like, "Oh, Batman, why can't you treat me like
Who?
the Robin?" He was always such a
the
crybaby.
whiner. I remember his name, but he's in NCIS Los Angeles with LL Cool J.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was such a crybaby. That's all I remember him.
Chris O'Donnell?
Is it?
Chris
Yeah.
O'Donnell.
Yeah. Chris O'Donnell.
But yeah,
Did
I
you see
don't.
where they jump off or I think that's in.
I remember when the ship.
Alfred has cancer. What kind of bullcrap movie is
Oh, yeah,
this?
dude.
You remember? I remember when what was it when Arnold Mr. Freeze hopped out of the weird ship thingy and he was on a weird surfboard.
Oh,
Oh yeah, going down the ice,
yeah.
right?
Going down
Yeah.
the And all his henchmen are like skating.
And
Yeah,
then, when
they're
they
all-
had him in a
They'll have hockey
Yeah.
sticks and stuff
oh
like that.
God! And then what was it when he was when he was
And you know what's the worst part is that Mr. Freeze at that point, because if you ever seen Batman the animated show, which to me is one of the greatest cartoons ever
the original, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
early 90s.
Agreed.
One of the first episodes is an episode called Heart of Ice, and before this, Mr. Freeze was always a throwaway character. He was a D-list villain.
Really?
Yes, he was. And Heart of Ice is what changed that, because Heart of Ice gave him a good backstory. It gave him the backstory.
Ooh.
And I will forever praise the animated series because it's also what gave us Harley Quinn. Because before that, Harley Quinn was never.
And
To be like
really
what
a
Harley
thing,
Quinn is now.
Yeah.
It's like that's big.
I just
Paul Dini, you're the man.
there's another thing. Speaking of the whole Harley Quinn thing, that's another thing why I didn't like the new Joker and Harley Quinn because, everybody sees it as like, oh my god, the whole Joker and Harley thing. Oh my god, that's so amazing. And when you look at it, it's like, dude, have you seen the old like the animated? Dude, he was messed up to her. She was like, and then even Batman was like, dude, why you like?
Yeah.
Why you with this dude? Like he was.
He was also nicer. Remember when he kidnapped Robin because she wanted a kid?
Oh yeah, huh?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, he threw her out of a window because
into garbage, so she was safe.
So
she still got thrown out of the window. He's like, Harley Quinn, you idiot.
The joke's on me. That's what she said at the end.
Those
But
big
anyways-
puns.
Yeah.
Oh,
But anyways,
allow me to break the ice.
so and there's a lot of movies, franchise that can be put on it. Like there's Jaws,
Oh god.
The Matrix, because the Matrix 1 is good. Then 2 and 3 are just garbage movies.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
The Fast and the Furious again. That one could be put on here. And I'm pretty sure there's a ton more.
The Blair Witch Project.
The Blair Witch Project. Oh, what is it? Book of Shadows? That one was garbage.
In my opinion,
The
Conjuring.
Chucky movie. No, what?
I feel like the first one is a little more scary than the second one.
But the second one's still good. It's not as good, but it's still good.
It's
I
good.
wouldn't say it ruined that franchise.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying, but
But like Nightmare, no. Yeah, Nightmare.
on Elm Street because they got worse and worse as
Yeah,
time
like
went.
the Chucky movie.
Then they came out with Freddy vs. Jason.
But here's my thing:
Yeah.
the Chucky movies. I remember I used to be. For some reason, I loved the doll that I had. That's whoever gave me that.
That was the thing Martinelli gave that.
And then I got afraid of it, and then I finally overcame my fear of it, and then I
I
actually
overcame my fear.
I'm not gonna lie, that thing creeped me out, dude.
Your Thea gave you that.
But that's
what he wanted. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. They told me that like if I didn't have it, I'd cry because I wanted it. But
okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
but I think for me, it's like something that I don't know. It's old, and yeah, it isn't good, but I like watching it because it's funny. Because it's like, dude, it's a doll. Why are people like, oh, just kick the damn thing? But I think it shouldn't.
A talking doll.
I feel like I feel like it should have stopped at like. I mean, after like once.
Maybe 2, because 2 was still kind of decent.
3 was when it was the army, right?
Yeah, that was right. After
think
that, like Bride of Chucky.
Okay, because like the child's
yeah.
play area, that's where it was okay, and then after that, the Chucky theme started getting really bad.
Yeah.
Dude, to piggyback on like the whole like scary movie thing, one of like when we first started this podcast, we talked about our favorite movies. Mine was Halloween, the original one. Every Halloween movie, like after like
How about Rob Zombies?
like, yeah, dude, like oh my god, they just butchered the Halloween like
Halloween
series.
2 was good.
Where like in the hospital, that one was good.
Because it was like right after Halloween 1. It was like
Which one's
takes
the one?
place, like,
Which one's the?
minutes
Is
after the first
it
one.
LL Cool J or somebody in one of them?
H2O. That one was actually not that bad either.
Yeah.
Never watching that one. What else?
But yeah, then the Halloween 3.
Resurrection.
Friday the 13th.
Halloween 3 had nothing to do with Jason.
Seasons of the Witch.
Seasons
Yeah.
of the Witch had nothing. It's still a good movie, but it had nothing to do with. I like Seasons of the Witch at least. But it has nothing to do with like it's a terrible Halloween movie, but it's still a good horror movie.
Then 4 was like the Return of Michael Myers,
Which is like his great niece or some crap like that.
And then 5 was
Texas
like,
Chainsaw Massacre.
cartoon
Speak of the devil. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
yeah,
Get
that
it,
was another
cuz.
That's a bad one too.
What else? Because didn't Evil Dead eventually spawn into the?
No, but there were good ones because it was Army of Darkness and Army of Darkness 2.
Yeah.
Well, it was good for its time, but if you watch it now, it's super cheesy.
But that's the point of those movies.
Because they're like cult classics. They're supposed to be like.
And
Two was
then
my
Evil
car.
Dead, the remake was good.
Wes Craven's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, that one got weird. And then they did that one where it's like they were making the movie of New Nightmare, where it was like,
is that the last one that came out?
yeah, it was like the movie where like
It was the origin story of why he's like that.
yeah, but it was like a documentary ish.
Really? I don't remember watching it.
It was weird, man. It's on Netflix, but that one was weird.
And then speaking of
horror movies are always like that. They'll do like random spin-offs, and then it's just like what?
Why?
The heck?
speaking of
Friday the 13th.
Speaking of Wes Craven, Scream.
Okay, I think
I like
Yeah.
the first 3. It's that 4th one that didn't.
Yeah.
I like number 3. You know what made me sad about number 3 was Cotton. I loved the Cotton character. Cotton Weary.
Yeah.
Wait,
And then they killed him
who?
off
The main
in
girl?
beginning. No, Cotton, the
Cotton
dude.
Weary.
The guy that she had Cindy accused of killing his mother.
Whatever
Her
happened?
mother.
Did
Oh,
Dewey
yeah, they
die?
killed him in the first like.
Number 3
couple
was not that
minutes.
great.
Did
actually.
Dewey- did
But
Dewey-
I like it just because it's
I don't remember. Did Dewey die?
No.
No. He lives and everything.
He just always gets like stabbed or
Knocked
shot
out.
or like he always gets.
He's
like,
always
beat
like
to
just
crap.
messed up somewhere, like messed up in a corner, and then
I'm
like
alive.
once the killer's actually dead, that's when he comes out. He's like, "What happened?"
Yeah.
Kind of character. You know
Very
what I mean?
suspicious.
No, they always find him alive somewhere.
Dewey, you're
He's
alive?
always like he's
Huh?
always that last like jump
Yeah.
where like he's like like oh you're alive.
Everybody's like, yeah, he's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that was
Yeah,
always
Dewey.
the thing. I remember when I went to go watch number 3. I was like 9. Alright, I was probably like older, but like we went to go watch number 3. I remember when they found Dewey alive at the end. Everyone was like, "Yeah!" Everyone was clapping. I always will remember that.
He's kind of a beloved character. You know?
Yeah, and it's like it's so random too. Like David Arquette, like who the hell cares?
I'm trying to think of any other like horror movies that were like that. Cause
A lot of them were.
I don't know.
Under you
Paranormal Activity.
I think they gone out.
God.
I mean, although I do like the one with the Mexicans.
I do like that.
I like that one because it was funny, but and kind of creepy.
Wait, which one?
Because knowing how
Legacy or something like that.
I don't know, I something.
Wait,
like that.
where they pull out the shotguns and stuff like that at the end?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Let's go kill
and
this.
and it kind of explains why the first movie, why she went downstairs and crap.
Yeah.
But I think
Mhm.
I think why I liked it is because it creeps me out because it gets me thinking because in our culture, you know, Hispanic culture over there, there's
They're very
actually
paranoid.
it's very like it's crazy.
Ay,
over there.
Diosito Santo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the
It's
whole
very
like
like
the
that,
witches
yeah.
and crap out there because that stuff actually is real. So
Brujeria.
it scares me.
But yeah, and like I'm pretty sure there's a lot more.
There's a lot more horror movies.
The
I like-
Shrek.
I like-
Shrek 1.
I like Paranormal Activity too.
Shrek the Third isn't that bad.
Now go and jump into
Yeah,
Shrek.
but Shrek 2 was bad.
I don't even remember what Shrek 2 was about.
But no, but it's because comedies are the same way. Where like
Oh, Shrek 2 was because
Shrek
of Shrek 2 was with what's his name, Prince.
Yeah,
They go to far, far away.
Yeah.
And the what's her name? The fairy mom dies, and then I remember she was singing, "I need a hero."
Yeah.
Dude, Shrek 2 is when they have like the that one scene with the horn. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
And then the guy just comes to smack him.
Yeah.
That's enough, Reggie.
Oh, another one we didn't talk about, Speed.
Oh,
Speed 2 Cruise Control. That movie was terrible.
Is that the one with the train?
No, it's the boat.
The boat. William
Ew.
Dafoe was in it.
Willem Dafoe is the villain.
Where he puts like the leeches on him.
Yeah.
I don't remember that movie. That's how bad the movie is.
Yeah, that movie
Dude,
terrible.
it was bad.
Kick Ass is another one because Kick Ass 2 was garbage.
Yeah.
Isn't it when what's his name comes back?
Oh.
But he comes back as a villain,
No.
and he gets
Oh, the Chris Wentz person.
like is
Christopher
he
Wentz.
the guy who plays McLovin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He comes back as a villain. Oh, I thought you were talking about Speed. I was like, what the hell?
No,
is
yeah,
that?
The Kick Ass is violent though.
Yeah.
It's violent.
It's good.
But
That's what I do
doesn't
like
make
about it.
bad. Doesn't make it good.
Yeah.
But
The
another
first
one
one's
is
good.
Terminator. The Terminator series is like gone to shit.
You've been terminated.
Yeah, it's terrible.
They need to terminate it.
They need to Terminator. They tried to do what like X-Men did with like Days of Future Past.
Where they just get rid of the
reboot everything.
It
did not work.
okay.
It didn't
Honestly,
good.
I forgot about the one with Christian Bale until this fool reminded me. I wanted to forget about that. I forgot about it.
You didn't like naked Arnold Schwarzenegger?
That was-
CGI Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I remember he didn't. He said he didn't want to be in it. That's why they did it. And then when it happened, he got pissed. But what was it? RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Oh god.
That was another
Okay,
one.
the first one was good. The second one was it when he fought that drug lord who became that big robot?
I think so. So like I
That
don't know if
movie used
was
to
2 or
creep me out
3.
sometimes. I don't know why.
Like I said, there's a bunch more. I'm pretty sure we're missing. And there's a bunch more we're not counting because they were never good to begin with.
Super Mario Bros. 2? No, I'm just kidding. That
Super
movie
Mario.
doesn't exist.
This-
Gladly,
who knows?
no, gladly it doesn't.
It's an independent film somewhere.
It's a YouTube film.
Yeah, right.
But anyways, that's gonna be it for this week's episode of Popcorn Pimps. Remember to always follow us on the Twitters.
Yeah.
Me at really_Ruben F Jr.
Me at AbeFraud91.
Hector Waffle.
And always follow the Popcorn Pimps podcast Twitter at Popcorn Pimps. We also do other stuff. I'm going to actually be doing my own YouTube page. It's probably going to be really Ruben. And then follow me on Twitch. I don't ever stream, but you can follow me there. Hector, you stream?
I stream. I'm trying to get back into it, as I told my viewers last stream, because I know some of my friends have been asking, and especially now that I have Facecam, hopefully that gets me more viewers. I'm going to be doing a lot of Battlefront. I still have yet to reach 100. Going to be talking about, obviously, Battlefront 2, because I'm super looking forward to that. What else? I might be doing YouTube, mainly like vlogs. If you like my stupidity and random comments on movies, yeah, there's that.
And now I'm doing nothing with my life.
Hey, he's honest.
Shoot.
No,
I have to find something to do.
Yeah, just follow our Twitters for updates.
Drummer videos soon. Make it happen, Abraham. But like I said, we're out. Thanks for watching.